In the news tonight, elderly quarantine pastor perishes in fire.
So I had a look inside and it was too black and dark. I couldn't see nobody else. My dad.
And Ogle Daycare owner remanded until May 10th.
So what they did was, because the public pressure is saying, okay, charge, you just put the woman before the court. So when the charge failed now, again, the parents and the family have to relive this all over again.
A quarantine family was plunged into mourning this morning after an elderly member of that family perished in a fire. The dead man was identified as Herman Pereira, a pastor and businessman. The man was trapped in his Lot 11A Williamsburg quarantine home, which was engulfed in flames. After the fire was put out by the Guyana Fire Service, the charred remains of Pereira was found. Pereira lived with 6 of his relatives at the location.
I was downstairs with my mom and the 2 kids, my nephew. Mommy was sitting in the hammock, so she was going upstairs, and I went in the hammock to catch myself, because I went and run, and while she was walking up, she screamed, Sean, 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 Sean. And they were downstairs. I told mommy go downstairs. The first name I called my sister Loto, and I see she ran through. I ran up the landing and she ran through the door. So I had a look inside, and it was too black and dark. I couldn't see nobody else. My dad.
Did you realize?
I couldn't remember. I was thinking about the fire. I ran to the side for a barrel of water, and just fire.
The Guyana Fire Service is reporting that the fire was caused by the overheating of an AC conductor, which ignited nearby combustibles and spread to the entire building.
Guyana, ride into the future with the next generation eco-friendly Axiom installed elevators and escalators. Call us today on telephone number 619-0899 or 648-0934. Email us at axiomliftsgy@gmail.com for affordable elevators, escalators, moving walks, industrial lifts, home solutions, modernization, repair, and servicing. Axiom Elevator Services, technology for people on the move.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
Denise Ben, the owner of Little Learning Daycare at Ogle on the east coast of Demerara, was today slapped with a manslaughter charge to the disappointment of our attorney Dexter Todd. The charge came following the death of 7-month-old Araya Graves Andy. The post-mortem report revealed that the child died from hemorrhage and compression to the neck. The 57-year-old woman was not required to plead to the charge when she appeared in the Sparendam Magistrates Court this morning before Magistrate Alicia George. Our attorney Dexter Todd told members of the media that the charge was bad in law and he was disappointed.
So you are sending a bad message to society by this charge, and I'm very disappointed in it. Because this is, at the end of the day, this is not justice. Justice is not, I know that the parents, this is a very sad thing. This is a very sad occasion where the child died, and I sympathize with the family. But sympathizing with the family required you to be very objective and required you to say, all right, there are some question marks here and we are not able to say exactly what happened, but let us approach the science. Because where eyes can't tell you what happened, let's approach the science. And the science can't be taking the child to a pathologist and just having an examination, and that's the end of it. Because it still would not lead you to what actually occurred and what is internally happened with the child. And that is important. That is important because a forensic pathologist would be able to tell you the injuries, the time the child received those injuries, and whether the injuries were compounded by anything. Only a forensic pathologist can tell you that. So I am surprised in such a matter that there was no aid, there was no request to have an expert from overseas come to assist them in investigating such a matter. So what they did was, because the public pressure is saying, okay, charge, you just put the woman before the court. So when the charge failed now, again, the parents and the family have to relive this all over again. And then they're going to say, well, then you see the justice system is bad in the country and they corrupt. And so. But from the inception, if they explain this to them and understand here, listen, while you want justice, justice is not charging the wrong person. Justice is not saying put somebody before the court so that at the end of the day, everyone could say, well, okay, the owner of the daycare was charged. When in fact, the facts doesn't show that this woman did anything to the child. So this is a disappointment. That's all I will say.
Fordy said no allegation was put to the accused.
There is no allegation. What the nature or how they frame that charge, there is no allegation put to the accused person that she did anything physically to the child. So if you have that absent out, then how do you even attempt to establish the elements of manslaughter? Now, negligence is if you take that objectively, now you have to judge from when the child was observed by the accused. What did she do? From the facts of the police, when the child was observed as to not responding, she sought medical attention immediately for the child by sending her with the daughter. Now, you can't view that as negligence. Now, if your thinking is that that the owner of the daycare was negligent, then you have to establish that. How is it that she was negligent? And you have to take that not from a subjective standpoint, you have to take that from an objective standpoint. There is no daycare in the world where someone will sit over a child or stand over a child and watch them sleep from the time they put them down. Not even a parent does that.
Ben will make her next court appearance on May 10th. The baby died 2 weeks ago, and a probe was launched by the Child Care and Protection Agency into the matter. Following the completion of the investigation, a file was completed and sent to the DPP for legal advice. The DPP recommended that the owner be charged with manslaughter. The parents of the deceased child said they got a call from the daycare saying that their baby was unresponsive. The baby was rushed to the Industry Health Center to seek medical attention, and she was later transferred to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. The daycare has been in operation for 27 years, but never had a license to operate.
Guyana, ride into the future with the next generation eco-friendly Axiom installed elevators and escalators. Call us today on telephone number 619-0899 or 648-0934. Email us at axiomliftsgy@gmail.com for affordable elevators, escalators, moving walks, industrial lifts, home solutions, modernization, repair, and servicing. Axiom Elevator Services, technology for people on the move.
Easter Sunday, Caesar Culture Creek on the highway when Team Extra and Fireside Girls Center Creek Bacana. Ladies, get ready to prove yourself in the VIP Sound Dance Off. VIP. First prize $30 grand, second prize $20,000, and DJ Magnum, Papa Feelin, Gully Raz, David High, DJ Damon, DJ Andre, Bobby Kush, Hot Skull, DJ Stefan, and Selector Diamonds gonna juggle all day. Drink any extra beverage and win $20 grand every hour from 2 p.m. Easter Sunday at the Caesar Culture. Admissions just $1,000. Powered by Fireside Grill and
Valiant represent for extra energy.
Pro Media Professional Live Streaming Service. Experience the difference when it's live. Pro Media provides you a complete range of live and demand streaming solutions, no matter what your special event may be. Weddings, funerals, concerts, press conferences, conventions, seminars, workshops, meetings, religious events, and more. For more information, call 669-5376 or 609-5264. Experience the difference when it's live.
3 houses were destroyed in a fire this afternoon in West Ruimveldt, leaving in its wake millions of dollars in losses. 12 persons from the 3 houses are now homeless. The fire reportedly started at the middle house and quickly spread to the other range houses on either side. Vanessa Capter said she was at her mother's home with her children when neighbors raised the alarm.
Apparently, this fire started in the middle home at lot 100. I was at home here with my mother, 3 toddler and a baby, 3-month-old baby. We were alerted by the neighbor here, Beckham. He came and he threw water on our building and stuff. So I was wondering, because I was downstairs on the bottom flat with the children, along with my mother. She was in the kitchen. So I'm really too sure how this fire started, but all I know it is in the middle home, lot 100 was on fire because due to the alert from the neighbor. So he touched the water and threw and he said, fire, fire. So the only thing we could do is to pick up the children, the baby and what's not, and run out. And then when we come out, we see the fire spreading within the 2 other homes, our home and the other home.
We couldn't get, look, I have some order for crossbuns, and I was baking and putting the last and second part, so the people home when they come for give them the crossbuns. When Vanessa said, Mommy, Becky said fire. I said, what? I thought it was a little thing, but when I look, I see the whole shit start burning, and the people neighbors them calling out and we run over. She's a baby, but all the smoke started engulfing, but he was in the chair. I said, where's I should scramble a baby and run out, and the children run out. Right now we come over here, I said, save you, and I start calling for Jesus. But then if you see the fire, they call the fire, we don't come a good while after, then they came. But one is like, we tell them wet, the house is wet in the other one, but thank God we are alive, we all alive. God is so good. Oh, thank God for saving mama grandchildren. God, the other daughter wasn't at home. But all the people others, I don't even know, some come of the neighbors and bring me things out and so. And some of the things over here are the neighbor. This is the neighbor. Please live good with them and your husband should try and help to throw water.
Veronica Noel said she lost everything in the fire and her losses are in the millions.
I was laying on my bed watching a movie and then I smelled something burning. And I came out on my veranda to see what it was, and then I observed my neighbor's roof. Smoke was coming out of it. I alerted her, but by the time she went into her apartment, the whole place was up in flames. So all we had to do was run out. I didn't get to save anything. Oh gosh, millions. Got everything I got. TVs, chair set, fridge, stove, washing machine, beds, wardrobes, everything. Microwaves, everything.
Clive MacDonald, Divisional Officer Operations of the Guyana Fire Service, said the fire service responded to the call around 12:20.
On arrival, the first crew, that's at West Rumville Fire Station, meet the building just behind us engulfed in flames. And they went into operations to stop and spread the fire. Well, based on investigation, we still doing some investigation to ascertain the origin, and then we will come up to the cause of the fire.
He said the investigations to ascertain the origin of the fire are ongoing. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.